What's good, everybody? I'm BPC and welcome to Competitive Origins MMA. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you can be notified when these videos go live, and don't forget to ground and pound the like button. Now, today's topic is on the main event match between Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and Geoff Handz of Steel Neal. And I'll talk more about that in just a moment, but first I want to point out that I'm wearing a Competitive Origins Just an Obstacle t-shirt, which you can get at competitiveorigins.com. Now, if you type in promo code MMA27, you'll get 10% off your order. Now, a portion of the proceeds will go towards the channel so we can provide a better experience for you guys at home. You've been competing since conception, whether you're competing against yourself or others. Competitive Origins. So this main event between Wonderboy and Neal took place this past Saturday night. Now, originally it was supposed to be the co-main event. See, Leon Rocky Edwards and Chimaev were supposed to do battle, and basically Edwards tested positive for COVID. And now I actually have a video, it'll be a link at the end of this that talks about it, and you can find out how the whole situation went down. Now, the fight has been rescheduled for International Fight Week, and I'll also have another link at the end of this video that basically talks about International Fight Week in that fight per se. But going on to the match, Geoff Neal has been absent for about a year. Now, he got a TKO victory in the first round against, Mike Perry, the guy that runs his mouth a lot, that's always ready to brawl, that's always ready to fight, and he took the fight to him and he got the knockout. Now, on the other hand, Thompson has also been out about 13 months. Now, you're going, well, what happened with him? Well, he broke both of his hands in a fight with Vicente Luque. Now, he got the victory, he got the decision, but he came out with 2 broken hands and he needed some time to recover, some time to train, and get back into action. Now, the question here was going to be, who had more of the ring rust? Well, they both came out, and Wonderboy was extremely active. He was definitely delivering a lot of combos. He was angling to the side, just moving around a whole bunch. Now, while all that movement was going on, there was an accidental headbutt towards the end of the fight, or I should say towards the end of the round. And both were bleeding, both were lacerated near their eye, and their cutmen had to go to work, in between rounds. Now, they both came back out. The blood had been stopped, but, Neal was able to catch him with a nice shot, and the blood started to trickle down again, and Wonderboy had to kind of wipe it away, but he continued to stick and move, and Neal, had a very difficult time trying to hit him. Wonderboy would be here, and then he would pop, jump to the side, he would pivot here, and then Neal was just unable to really get a couple good shots at him. He might get a shot here and there, but he just really didn't until towards the end, where he got him near the cage and was able to land a couple good shots. But Wonderboy had already did enough damage throughout the round to get 2 rounds to 0. Now, in the third round, it seemed like Neal was able to close the gap. Now, when I say close the gap, I'm not saying he was going to take the advantage, but, Wonderboy still moved, but it seemed like he was willing to trade now. Maybe he was trying to conserve energy, and therefore, if he was going to conserve energy, because, he is, I believe, around 37 years old, he's moving around a lot, He says he feels like he's in his 20s, and obviously he looks like he's 19, but he still came out and he actually traded with him. Now, this seemed like a little scary moment for Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, because you're thinking, well, he's not called Handz of Steel Neal for no reason. Geoff throws blows, and when he hits you and he connects, you tend to fall. So the trading didn't seem like it was in the best interest of Wonderboy, but he still went ahead and did it. You heard his father yelling at him, keep moving, and that's what he started to do. He would start to pivot and move out of the way and then continue with the combos and the strikes. Now, I had Wonderboy winning that round as well, 3 rounds to 0. Now, on the 4th round, he continued with the strikes, and he even got pretty aggressive at times. It's like he kind of turned it on. Now, while Neal had him against the cage, he was able to deliver a knee to Wonderboy's knee. And as the bell rang, you saw Wonderboy trying to stretch out his leg. It looked like there might be a little bit of damage from that blow. Well, when the 5th round began, Wonderboy's already winning 4 rounds to 0. Neal understands that the only way he's going to win this fight is with a knockout or submission, right? And that's going to be pretty difficult to get that against Wonderboy. So the fight begins, the fifth round, the fifth and final round, and basically, Wonderboy has this big lump on his knee. It's actually pretty swollen. And they go out, Wonderboy moves a lot, he's not too crazy, but he's moving. But you kind of wonder, all right, well, is he going to slow down now? Is Neal going to have this best opportunity to get this knockout since he landed that knee blow in the previous round? Well, Neal brings it to him, he gets really aggressive with him, and Wonderboy realizing that if he's going to allow Neal to be aggressive, he's going to take this round, and he fires right back at him and even utilizes the damaged leg to kick at Neal. Now, they both go back and forth, and, they tend to brawl a little bit. Now, of course, you're going to hear, Wonderboy's dad say, move, move, move. And that's what basically started happening. He started moving a little bit more, but you could definitely tell that Wonderboy, was kind of injured. Now, the fight continued. It went down to the end. And normally when a fighter has it in his hand, he knows he's going to win. Like I said, Wonderboy was up 4-0. They tend to trail off. They kind of move away, not get hit, not take a risk. And Wonderboy isn't that type of person. He continued to fight all the way through the end of the round and even brawled towards the end, which is probably the most exciting part of the fight. Now, Wonderboy, I believe, got the victory. I thought he won 5-0, and when the judges read when the announcer read the scorecard, it was 50-45, which is basically what I had stated I thought it was. So he got the victory. Now, was the fight exciting? I would say it was very busy. I wouldn't say there were too many exciting moments except the brawl, and that's perfectly fine. Wonderboy went in there to get the victory. Geoff Neal could have made it more interesting by landing more strikes. It's not Wonderboy's job to stand there and get punched in the face. He's there to do the punches and then keep on moving. Now, what was kind of funny was, during the fight, Wonderboy had clocked him a couple times, and then being the nice guy that he is, he actually asked him, hey, are you okay? And Neal didn't reply back and stuff, kind of moved around and then continued on fighting. All throughout the fight, there was really great sportsmanship. Wonderboy is a different type of guy, a different type of fighter. They were pounding it all through the fights, he's just really nice. And then even at the end, they hugged, they talked a little bit. Neal came over to Wonderboy's corner, and then even Wonderboy's father, gave him some water, and they just seemed like they were in good spirits. Obviously, Neal knew he didn't do enough to get the victory. It was not close. It was Wonderboy all through the fight. Now, it kind of reminded me of the Robert Whittaker-Jared Cannonier fight, where you have somebody that is a better all-around fighter, basically giving a lesson on how it's done. Now, Cannonier being the more powerful fighter, and in this fight, Geoff Neal was the more powerful fighter, but if you can't land the strikes, then you're not going to be able to display your power, and the puncher's chance, it comes and it goes. So, Wonderboy got the victory. It was a good fight. Who's Wonderboy going to fight next? Go into the comment section below. Let me know where you think his next moves are. Do you think he's going to get a ranked fighter? If he's going to keep fighting some of these lower ranked fighters? He's obviously said he wants somebody that's above him now. He wants to start moving up the rankings. He's already had 2 fights in a row where he's fought somebody underneath him. Go to competitiveorigins.com, type in promo code MMA27. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. I'm BPC. Have a great day.